Well, howdy, folks. Today we're going out on another road trip. And I know my last video, I was saying that could be my last video, but that was in the Ford EcoSport. And today we are in the Marauder. And what we're planning on doing is taking you up to Lake Cuyamaca, California, which is probably about 50 miles, 40, 50 miles east up in the mountains from San Diego, California. And excuse me, I will be taking you first. We're going to go up the Sunrise Highway, and that goes up to Mount Laguna, California, and then up and over the mountain to Lake Cuyamaca, and then back down the hill. So that's the plan right now. My back feels pretty good. I'm all juiced up on my painkillers, and so we'll see what happens. And I'll see you in a bit. So here's the sign for Laguna Mountain Recreation Area, and we are going to take this here turnoff, which is Sunrise Highway, and that is about 20 miles or so east on the 8 interstate from Alpine, California, which is about 30 or 40 miles from San Diego. So now we're going to do the trek up the hill. Beautiful, beautiful ride. Hopefully we don't get any slow cars, because the Marauder has long legs. And so yeah, here we go. I love this road. This is the Marauders racetrack. Oh no, we got a little white car. Well, I'm gonna have to take you offline just in case I gotta, do what I gotta do. So we'll see you in a bit. So here we are. This is a very picturesque road trip you can take. Take the family, come up here. It's a really bright day. And that little white car was not an issue. They obviously live up here, and they're going a lot faster than I want to go, because the Marauder handles so well. And if I were to road race, that would put a lot of pressure on my back. So that's another reason to be a good boy and just enjoy the ride, And so we'll be coming up on Mount Laguna, California. Old little, I guess you just call it a place. It's not really much. It's got a store. You can camp or stay in these cabins. The cabins are really neat. They're across the street from there, from the store, is a lookout. You can go drive and hike. You could picnic there. There's picnic tables. Gotta watch out for rattlesnakes in the summertime, though. I've seen a couple. And at the best part of the lookout, you can look, and this is probably about 6,000 some odd feet up in the air. And I'm not really sure metric wise, but looking down from that lookout, you can see the desert floor. And I mean, one day I was up here, and it was about, I don't know, 70 some odd degrees up here. Like right now, it's 69 now. And down on the desert, it was like 102. This was in the summertime. So really neat. Look how pretty this is. I'll shut up for a bit. I'll see you in Mount Laguna. So here we're entering pretty much Mount Laguna. Pine House Cafe. Amazing food in there. Really neat ambiance, I guess you could say. And we got tiny homes off to the right. A whole bunch of little tiny homes. Oh, there's an old foundation. You know what? We got to go back and check out that old foundation. What do you think? Here's the store. Here's another restaurant. Never stayed here. The Outpost. But this is the store. They have darn near everything. And this is where you check in to the cabins. We're going to go back around. And we're going to go check out those rocky, or that foundation I saw. You know, I've been up here like a gazillion times. And I hadn't noticed that. They must have just, the archaeologists must have just dug it up. What do you think? I think that's a true fact. Okay, we'll turn around here and then find a place to park. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, we'll find a place to park. And look at all the people. Wow, they must have some kind of group thing going on. French American Pine House Cafe and Tavern. French American. So what the heck is that? French fried pancakes? We will park right here by the side of the road and hopefully not get a ticket. And I'm going to take you down with my other video cam, and it's not going to be on the gimbal, so you're going to have to cut me some slack. So let's go check it out. Yeah, so check this out. Wonder what the backstory is on this. Must be the Smith's house. That's it. No, it's the McGregors. Let's go down and check out Mr. McGregor's house. Mr. McGregor's house. Well, here's another instance where they must have used boards like that place I found in the last video, and then you just throw a bunch of cement and rocks in there and make a flat wall. What do you think? Fireplace? This is what Mount Laguna sounds like and looks like. Let's go check out the lookout. I'll show you the lookout. And here is Mount Laguna again. Guy walking the trail. This is part of the Pacific Coast Trail. And it kind of goes along here. Met a lot of nice folks, talking to them even right here in this lookout, I met some 3 guys from Germany. That was so cool. But now we're going to go in Desert View Picnic Area, Cleveland National Forest. Look at these folks. These lucky folks. I don't know. Wintertime, you get snow. Buried in snow. Summertime, gets pretty warm up here. 80s, I would say. And forgot to put my seatbelt on. Sorry about that. But as you can see, really neat place to hike. Bring your kids, your dogs. I don't think anybody would bring their cats. I know my little kitty, she wouldn't want to walk on a leash. Forget that. She'd have a heyday up here, but now there's Desert View. Yes, yes, I know. All right, let's put the belt on. Anyway, that is the view looking down on the desert floor. That is something else. I'll put you on the other camera and show you. Now, mind you, my other camera, I'm not putting the good microphone on it, so you're just going to have to deal with the in-camera sound as much as I'm going to have to deal with it, I reckon. So anyway, here we are. So here we are. This is looking, my favorite place in the world, that desert down there. Anza Borrego Desert State Park. Utah Desert. Love it down there. And by the way, I put the external microphone on the camera. I don't want to laze out on you. We're going to go down to that little trail down there. See what it looks like. See you in a bit. So this is the backside of Mount Laguna. We're heading downhill. Oh, I gotta take you to this spot. Yep, we gotta take you here. You have got to check this out. So we'll switch over to the other camera. Storm Canyon Overlook. Built by the Laguna Mountain Volunteer Association. Look at this view. Sorry about the fingers. Here we are at Lake Cuyamaca. This is the north end, the part that you access right when you come down from Mount Laguna. Been talking to some fisher folks, and they haven't caught a fish, but they really don't care because it's such a beautiful day up here. Some kids caught some little 6 or 7 inchers. Across over there is where some bald eagles are hanging, so I'm gonna see if I can kind of walk that. It's really flat, and see if I can do it. So if I get any really good bird pictures, I'll insert them right after this segment. Alrighty, let's head over to the other side of the lake. I just walked across the jetty. Ooh, that was a long walk. It was, let's see, what does my watch say? That was about 1,000 steps to one way, so that was almost 2,000 steps. And at 70 years old, it's so important to walk. And I can walk easily a couple of miles, like on flat surfaces and stuff. So that's really cool. Thankful for that. It's says 76 degrees Fahrenheit in the Marauder, but it was sitting in the sun, so let's see what it does here after a bit. So I'm going to take you on a little drive around Lake Cuyamaca. Yes, I got the window open. It's so nice out. Yeah, temperature's gone to 79 degrees F'n. It's a pretty beautiful day. It's going to be nicer up here tomorrow. Going to be a beautiful weekend up here. I come up here during the week so I don't get all the flatlanders, the city folk, you know? All the people down from the flatlands. There's another hawk. I was in the back area and I got myself, I think, an egret, turkey vulture, a smaller eagle, and then a red tail or red shouldered hawk. And that little smaller eagle was not an eagle, it was a hawk. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's see. Okay, are we open? Yes. I got my year pass. Thank you very much. So we're going to put the car real close to these picnic tables because I want to have a camera chat with you. So let's whip it around. Probably get in trouble. What do you want to bet? Bet you 50 bucks. All we want is a picnic table. There's no shade here because the trees just haven't leafed up yet. So let's go outside and we'll have a little camera talk on what today's whole thing was about. See you in a minute. Well, here we are, folks. We're up here in beautiful Lake Cuyamaca, California. One of the few times you see me on a camera. But I just wanted to show you what today was really all about. I have my EM1X, Olympus EM1X, and today we are shooting with the 300 f4, and I put on the EE1 dot sight. And what I'm doing today is I'm shooting like this, looking through the dot sight, and I've also changed a whole bunch of settings on the X. So I'm trying something completely different, and I won't see any of the photos till I get home. Across the way, when you saw me saw me parked on the other side, there was a gray heron, great gray heron, turkey vulture. There was a small hawk, a red-shouldered hawk, and the old, all too common turkey vultures, you know. But shooting like that is completely different for me because I usually shoot through the electronic viewfinder because I'm changing settings as I go. But this time it was set in manual mode and a fast shutter speed. I think I was at 13200 f4, and the back dial was set to change exposure compensation. And then I closed the back display completely and shot blind through the EE1 dot sight. So that was pretty fun. And then as the backup dude is my other Olympus EM1X, and this one has the 40 to 150 f2.8 Pro. This was my second lens that I bought so many years ago, and the EM1 Mark III is suckered to the windshield. That is the camera that you see in camera video, and that is my newest camera. I lusted over the OM Systems OM1 Mark II, or even getting the Mark I, but I thought at my age, I just turned 70, that would I really get my money's worth, and do I actually go out that much anymore because of my back issues? But using the X is a little bit more difficult, but I can get those shots. And if you happen to go to Flickr and you look at Ride Along with Randy, same as my YouTube name, and I have a birds album in there, and it is some amazing shots from the EM1X. So go check it out. I mean, let's see, any other notes? Yeah, so anyway, gonna head back home because it's gonna be like in the 80s down there, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. And I think I haven't had any in a long time. I think a couple of beers are in order today. Sit back and enjoy the hot weather that's here. Makes my arthritis feel a whole much better. And so thank you for coming along, and as usual, I'll see you on the next adventure.